if anybody doesn't know me, I'm Scott's wife, Carrie. So before we talk about the man of the hour, I want to acknowledge a group of people. We often hear about the hard work of police officers and firefighters and emergency personnel, but there's a group of people that is always overlooked and sometimes even villainized. And those are the hard men and women who work for the Wisconsin Department of Corrections. Let's not cry. Some of the most wonderful and salt of the earth people I know work for the department, and whether that's as an officer or food service worker, shout out to my social workers. And so please give them a round of applause. Next, I want to acknowledge the 4 men who Scott has always credited with shaping him into the man he is today. And 2 of them are no longer with us. William Van Pay and Sergeant Paul Bouchard. The other 2 are Coach Gerhardt and his brother Brian. And I want to thank those 4 men for making him the incredible human that he is. So now we're going to talk about Scott. So we could talk about Scott's long career, but everyone here knows the long hours that he worked and all of the things that he missed because of work. Since Scott retired, we've been pondering what the future holds for him. So it was my hope that Scott would take this time to learn the actual lyrics to songs. One example is the song Footloose. While the lyrics are "Please Louise, pull me off my knees," what Scott sings is "Please Louis, bore me up to my knees." Recently, he was singing Air Supply's "Making Love Out of Nothing at All." And the song starts out, "I know just how to whisper, and I know just how to cry." But what Scott sang is, "I know just how to whisper, I know just how to yawn."
That's a boring song.
So perhaps he can keep working on this. In thinking of his future, Scott had considered becoming a Rodney Dangerfield impersonator and embarking on a North America tour. However, he realized his sister Brenda would be his only groupie, so he scrapped that idea. Does anybody here know Jimmy Kaminsky?
No. It's my boy! Right here, this guy!
So, Jimmy is Scott's best work friend, and they recently went to a Badger game together.
We never made it in the game, though.
Never made it in the game. And when Scott came home, he could not stop gushing about what a great dancer Jimmy is, particularly to the Backstreet Boys. So Scott thought perhaps, since Jimmy isn't baking apple pies this year, Jimmy could teach Scott how to dance, and Scott could try out for Dancing with the Stars. He asked Jimmy about teaching him, and despite Jimmy not knowing what day it was that Scott was looking at, Jimmy said he's working overtime that day. So Scott scrapped that idea too. Scott thought then that he could pursue his dream of being a professional wrestler.
Yeah!
And he contacted Hornswoggle.
Yeah!
But Hornswoggle said that it just wasn't in the cards for Scott.
Yeah!
But then, Scotty, but then another man had something else to say about that.
What man was that?
Hello, Scott. This is no figment of your imagination. This is exactly who I think you're thinking. I think you think it is. The guy that I'm thinking you think, I think you think it is. It's none other than me, 3-time WWE champion, Mankind. Now that you're retiring, you'll have the time to search for the guts, the pride, the intestinal fortitude to face me in a match. Not just any match, Scott. I'm talking about a match inside, outside, on top of, and maybe off of hell, in a cell, in a little more hell. How we stay? But enjoy your retirement anyway. Yeah.
So it looks like this could be a promising new career for Scott. So please stay tuned for that. At this time, I'd like everybody to raise their glass.
Hang on, give us a little more time. The road trip!
So raise your glass with me to celebrate Scott and sing along loudly as Road Trip kicks things off with this song that sums up the night. Thank you, Karen.